Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
I was at home in a little small town up in the north of England called Crewe. Can't remember how old I was, but my mum said we could stay up and watch it all, and it was just the most amazing thing.
Aaron said, "Do you want to see the man on the moon?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I do."
I remember it being an amazing thing.
And we're really happy to be here, celebrating it 50 years later.
My name is Pip Greenaway, and on the night of the moon landing I was a technical officer in charge of the video and audio equipment in the operation control area. On the night of the moon landing we came in at 8 o'clock in the evening because 9 of us were due to work a night shift. We checked everything during the shift to make sure everything worked okay, because it was very difficult in early days because the equipment wasn't as efficient or as reliable as it is today.
So I'm Des Prowse. When I retired from here in 2007, I was head of technology and service development. So I suddenly became the expert on digital communications. So I then spent the rest of my career going faster and faster speeds in digital communications and operational practices and stuff like that.
One thing we did notice early on, that if we made a mistake, there was hundreds of millions of people in Europe, in this country, who would have been very disappointed to have come in at 4 o'clock in the morning or got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and found out there was no pictures from the moon.
I re-met Ian Jones at a meeting in London, and he was flabbergasted that the dishes were going to be demolished. So Ian worked up his idea of making this a space science centre. It still took 2.5 years before BT decided not to use it for wind turbines, but in the end they agreed that Ian could lease the dishes for 3 years, and then he had an exclusive option to buy the whole site from BT in 2014, and that's exactly what happened. And so what you're seeing here today with all the space missions is all down to really Ian's dream of making it a space centre. So the Heritage Society grew out of a group of retirees and a lot of other people who are interested in what we're doing. Our prime aim is, of course, to keep the heritage of Goonhilly, but to use that for educational purposes. So we've actually building workbenches which school kids can come in and work and carry out testing on and things like this, and learn more about satellite communications, or communications in general, in fact, from working on these workbenches. We've also got archive material which we're trying to log and keep for posterity, and yeah, but the prime aim really is education and outreach.
I left work knowing that I've been part of modern history. They can't take that away from me. I would have missed it for the world, but it was I think one of the greatest moments, and thanks to everybody at Goonhilly, which all made it possible.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap